Okay, New York session took one trade on US30. US30 coming into New York session saw this move on the H8. Bullish breakout bar that's closing above all these levels. Inside bar on the H8, that creates a range. We're pushing in breakout above it. Inside bar on the daily, we're also above that. And also saw that we were breaking out above the previous week high. Weekly traders are in bullish breakout. We're also above the weekly breakout level, and it's a breakout low. So whenever you flip a breakout low and trade above it, turns all of this into a possible swing point, and I'm always looking to trade away from that peak formation. Weekly traders are in trend reversal. That tells me that the bearish trend is now possibly reversing and starting a new bullish one. Monthly traders did not like that we faked out the month range high, but we did come down and fake out the previous month low above the monthly breakout level and got back above the monthly fake out level. So this allows me to reverse this move. Monthly traders are in breakout continuation. Breakout continuations tell me that the peak is possibly not locked in, and I would expect price to get back up to that peak. So lots of bullish confluence here. Quick buy section all bullish, looking for buys on US30. So I don't trade US30 until 8:30 over here, which is NY equity open. So at this point, I am just sitting on my hands waiting for equity open. So at this point, I see that price is starting to consolidate in between a narrow breakout range. I see that we have a range here on the M15, a range on the M5 as well. And at this point, I know that I'm looking for a trend breakout setup. Trend breakout setups, I want to see a narrow breakout range and consolidation between two levels. And that's what we have on the H1. Previous H1 highs are up here, H1 breakout levels here, narrow breakout range, and we're consolidating in between those two levels. So the way that I take this, I want to see price reject the top. I want to see price try to break out and then reject it. Having all these ranges here lets me know that we have rejection, but I also want to see it on this time frame. I want to see price try to come up, the market reject that move, and if it rejects, I know that everybody has their stops up here. So if price gets back above, I would expect all these sellers to turn back into buyers and have a little breakout over here. So that's the first thing I'm looking for, rejection at the top, and then right before the breakout, I want to see price come down and take out that entire consolidation. So first thing, fake out at the top. Next thing I want to see is price come down and take out the consolidation. And that's what I'm waiting for. So price initially tries to break out before equity open, and I'm looking for it to fake out. Did not fake out. It actually ended up closing in breakout, but then the very first bar trapped all those traders. This is a false breakout move. We technically we closed in bullish breakout, but the next bar just trapped them all. So this is a false breakout move. Well, technically it's a trend reversal because we got below the low, but this flip of the breakout level, that's a false breakout, tells me that all these traders are trapped. So this is enough for me to know that there's rejection at the top. And then next thing I want to see is price take out all that consolidation at the bottom, which obviously it did. I don't trade the first few minutes of equity open. It can get a little bit crazy. So immediately I saw price come up like this, and I thought that I had missed the move. So if we have hard time frames pushing in one direction, good directional bias, I'm looking for that trend retracement setup. After a breakout bar, I want to see price retrace. But if I don't get that, I'm looking for the lows to get faked out. These are how I get into all these moves. Either a breakout bar that retraces, or I'm waiting for price to come down and fake out the lows. Trend continuation, you fake out a low, go back up. Trend pullback, you fake out a low and go back up as well. So at this point, I'm just waiting for price to fake out a low. Next bar close, bearish, fake out. So I already know that this is a trend continuation setup. Trend continuation, I want to see a bullish breakout followed by a bearish fake out. And so right now, I just want to see price come down and fake out the low. So next bar, price came down, faked out the low, and this is where I ended up entering. So I ended up entering right on the M1, but technically you can also trade this on the on the 1 second as well. If I trade the M1 bar, you can trade this on the 1 second. So I did not do this, but just to show you how fractal the setups are. We have a bullish breakout followed by a bearish fake out. And that's a trend continuation. That's the structure of a trend continuation. And then on the trend continuation, I want to see price come down, fake out the low, fake out the momentum time frame, and once it does that, I'm dropping down. This is a breakout continuation, so I'd be looking for one of these reversal patterns, continuation patterns, or pullback patterns. And right here, you can see that price came down, and once it triggered the lows over here at this point, it also triggered that momentum time frame, and then the entry is when price flips that breakout level right over here. So setups are completely fractal. They work on every single time frame. This is a trend continuation setup um, on the 1 second, and I trade it exactly the same whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. The structure is exactly the same. Price coming down, faking out that setup time frame as well as the momentum time frame. Look for your entry patterns and then enter and continue that move. So I took that trade and well, I took it on the 1 minute, so it was a bit higher than that. And at this point, I just hold on until the next momentum cycle. So when I'm trading breakouts for trade management, my TP is going to be the next momentum cycle. So I just wait until the next momentum cycle, which is the M15, gets triggered. It triggered the M15 high and just continued breaking out. So I just continued holding on to that. And then the next one is over here, triggered it and faked out the range, the cycle over here, M15 high as well as the H1. So this is where I ended up exiting. Most breakouts fail, so I definitely want to have a quick trigger on this. Okay, I didn't take it like that. Okay, 3R move and ended up taking it out as price faked out the highs over here. And that was it. I think it ended up failing, but got that initial move and that was it. Continuations, was looking for a continuation, but I did not get the pattern that I wanted. Didn't come down, fake out the lows. So no continuation move for me on US30. So yeah, that was it. Only that trend breakout setup. So again, H8 was pushing up. This is the reason why I liked it. And then coming into New York Equity Open, saw that consolidation. I know that I'm looking for a breakout, trend breakout setup. Rejection at the top, consolidation gets taken out at the bottom, and then thought I missed the move initially, but saw that bearish fake out bar, and then I was waiting for price to come down, fake out the low for the trend continuation setup. So I traded it all on the M1, but the setups show up on every single time frame. So you could have dropped down to the 1 second, but it's also good to know what you're looking for on one chart as well. And held it up to the next momentum cycle, and that was it.